Hello there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Now, I know I say that at the start of every single video, but this is probably the biggest welcome back to my channel I've ever said, because I've accidentally disappeared off of YouTube for like 3 months now, something like that, which is a little bit crazy. And I thought before I return back to normal posting that it would be good to do a little bit of an update video, have a little chat with you guys, let you know where I've been, why I've been gone, because otherwise it would feel a bit weird to just put out a vlog and like have a big empty gap. So I'm gonna head to Tim Hortons because I figured we could do it as a little bit of a mukbang type video. I've never been to Tim Hortons. This is gonna be my first proper meal there, which is so exciting. I've always wanted to try it, so I'm gonna drive there now. Let's go, and then let's have a little bit of a chat and a taste test together at the same time.
Hi, welcome to Tim's. It's got payment only. How can I help you?
Could I please get the chicken tenders 3-piece meal?
3-piece meal, yeah?
Yes,
sure.
please.
The dipping sauce for the drink, please?
Oh, could I get the garlic one, please?
Yeah, sure.
Could I also get a double cheeseburger on its own?
Drink for the meal, please?
Oh, yes, sorry. Could I please get a chocolate shake? Thank you so much. Thank you. Please tell me that I'm not the only one that always messes up the order in the drive-thru, because I just get so nervous about saying the right thing. Like, anyway, I'm going to try out the chicken tenders first. I'm not going to lie, they're not really looking like what I expected. This is what we're working with. I went for the garlic dip because I'm a big garlic lover, so let's give it a go. It's okay, but I don't think I would get that again. Yeah, I don't think I really like those actually. The good thing is that when I'm trying something new, I always like to have a little backup option in case I don't really like it. So I did also get a double cheeseburger, which didn't look like you could get an option of a single cheeseburger, so I got this, and this actually looks really good. So let me give this a go as well. I feel like I'm running out of space of places to put stuff. It appears I have been joined by a little friend. Oh my god, look at it. Okay, so I've had something to eat, I've pushed my chair back, I've got my little chocky shake, and I'm ready to get into it. So let's start with why I've not been posting for 3 months. And there isn't really a particular reason for this. I just think that I got a little bit obsessed with making sure that everything was perfect, and it kind of took the fun out of filming for me. So for example, the introduction to this video that you're watching at the moment, I sat in the car and I filmed 3 different versions of it just so that one of them is hopefully the right one, when really that's not what my YouTube is about. Like, it was just about documenting things that were happening in my life. It wasn't about putting on like a picture perfect show. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been and why I've been gone. It's not really that deep. I'm not trying to get deep and emotional about it, but I just felt a little bit pressured, and a short break accidentally turned into a 3-month break, as it usually does. This is really good, by the way. I really like this chocolate shake. During my time off though, I have actually filmed some videos, all of them being vlogs. I think I'm really behind on editing. I'm going to upload them anyway because, like I say, I love documenting my life. I love having those memories for myself to like look back on in the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this first, and then I think after this you'll have a vlog of like going to Snowdon. You'll have a weekly vlog, like I say, a few vlogs to catch up on before I get back to more real-time posting. I don't know why I keep doing this, that's so annoying. I really want to break that habit. That's not something that I want to be doing every single video. I've also absolutely devoured this chocolate shake. I really like this, like I say. But let's put that down and get into the nitty-gritty, shall we, and talk about different areas of my life, give you an update as to what's been going on in them and what's going to happen with them next. And like I said, I don't have a plan for this video, but I'm going to start off with work because that's quite a big thing that happens to me every single week. If you're new around here, then I work within the community mental health team. My official job title is a group facilitator, and it's kind of a like holistic role. I feel like that's the wrong word, but I basically do a little bit of everything, and that can be anything from like duty and crisis support to skills-based interventions that are based on like CBT, DBT, and that can be in groups, one-to-one. And during my 3-month YouTube break, I actually hit my 1-year anniversary of working within the team, which is mad, and I feel like it's absolutely flown by. I did have an appraisal meeting with my manager where we sit down and discuss my progress, progress, and I've got some really lovely feedback, which is nice. It's always good to hear, you know, positive things, stroke the ego a little bit, and just know that I'm along the right lines and I'm doing quite well. It's always lovely to hear that. One of the things that we have to discuss in my appraisal meeting is my goals, and I suppose this is where I kind of struggle, because at the moment I genuinely have no idea. If you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I used to want to do the clinical psychology doctorate, and that was always the plan. And I don't want to say used to and like completely push that to the side, but over time, you know, my plans and that, they've kind of changed, and I don't really know what I want. And I feel like that's okay, because I'm young, I'm only 23, like I've got a whole lifetime of working and, you know, a whole lifetime to make decisions about what career I'm after. But B, for me, I kind of really struggle with it, because I've always had a goal, I've always had something that I've been working towards, whereas now it's kind of the first time in my life where I don't, where I have just kind of stopped for a little bit and enjoyed what's going on around me. And I love that pause, I really do, but it is reaching a point now that I've been doing that for a whole year where I feel like a little bit unsettled, a little bit jittery. I'm thinking about what should happen next, and it's not that I'm short of options. There's so many options to choose from that it's just overwhelming, and I don't know which one is for me. And I feel a little bit pressured recently to make a decision, because like I say, I've always had that goal, but I also really love the current job that I'm doing and don't have any plans to leave. I think the only reason why I'm wanting to progress, or maybe not the only reason, but one of the main reasons why I feel pressured to progress, is from a financial viewpoint, because my job, it's enough, but it's not like the best paid job in the world, and I know that I can progress because there's options out there. I don't know, it's really hard, isn't it? I feel like this is a really difficult age where you finished uni, you've entered the world of work, and there's so many decisions to make. But I'm just trying to remind myself that, like I say, I'm enjoying my job. I've got ages to make decisions, I've got ages to work, unfortunately. I just want to enjoy the moment and make sure that I'm happy, because mainly my happiness is what matters the most. Another milestone that's been hit during my YouTube break is living in our new house for 6 months, and things are coming along slowly, but things are making progress. It is so expensive to get a house looking the way that you want it to look, and for us, we're not in a massive rush to do things. We don't intend to move on from this house for a really long time, so we're not in a rush, like I say, and I'd rather wait and pay for things that I know that we really love, that are going to last a long time in the house, than, you know, cheap out and buy things just that are more temporary. So what we've been doing is focusing on one room at a time. At the moment, that's the living room. We've recently had a media wall built in, we've got our lovely sofa, and the things that we're waiting for at the moment is just for the room to be painted. We just haven't decided on a paint sample that we like yet, so it's just us being really indecisive. Once we have, we'll get it painted in no time, I'm sure. I'm having so many pinch me moments recently where I'm sitting on the sofa on the evenings and I say to Charlie, like, can you believe that this sofa is ours? Can you believe that we have herringbone floor in the hallway? And I know that might sound a little bit silly, but I feel like it's easy to forget to be grateful for these things. I never dreamed that I would have this kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just really happy with the house. I thought I would give a bit of an update on that, because like I say, it's been a while since I posted, and that was quite a big thing that we did last year. Speaking of big things that happened last year, I do have some updates regarding this. So last year, myself and Charlie got engaged whilst we were on holiday in Italy. I've already uploaded videos all about that. If you want to go back and have a look at like September, October time, they would have gone up. But we did start looking straight away at, you know, what we want to book, when we want to book it. And I don't want to reveal all of the details because we haven't actually told everyone yet. But what I will say is that we have booked absolutely everything that needs to be booked in order for us to get married this year, which is really exciting, but also really kind of scary. Wow. Getting married isn't the scary part, to be completely honest. The thing that has been playing on my mind about it a lot recently is wedding dress shopping, because that is something that's going to happen fairly sharpish. In my heart, I want to delay it for as long as possible, but in my head I know that that's not sensible, just because I might not find the things that I want if I wait till last minute. but I'm just so nervous about going wedding dress shopping, and I don't want to get emotional about it because, oh god, sorry. God, if you've been around on my channel for a while, you'll know that I do struggle a lot with body confidence issues, and I try to be very neutral towards my body, and for most of the time I just ignore it. I see it as my vessel that carries me around, and I don't pay it too much attention because I know that it upsets me when I do. But a massive part of getting married is wearing that wedding dress, and the most important thing for me is that I feel comfortable, but I do worry that because of that I am immediately ruling out more figure hugging things, which I think are absolutely beautiful when I see them on other, you know, people of all sizes. Like, there's nothing wrong with being chubby and wearing a figure hugging wedding dress, you know. I'd 100% cheerlead anyone else to do it, and that's why I want to cheerlead myself to do it as well. But I just feel like I've got a lot of anxiety around going wedding dress shopping, like not ruling out the dress that I would like to wear because of how I feel about myself. I'm really worried about going into the changing rooms and getting into wedding dresses with the shop assistants, because it didn't really register in my head that they come into the changing rooms with you to help you, you know, put it on and stuff, which obviously I need, but it's someone, like, it's a complete stranger seeing, you know, me. Oh god, I didn't expect to get upset during this video at all. This was not the plan. So if anyone's watching that has got married, that has worn a wedding dress and, you know, was worried about the same things that I'm worried about and has any advice, then please leave it down below in the comments, because like I say, it's something that's, like, I can really feel like my heart going, like I'm really anxious about it, and it's something that's been playing on my mind a lot, and I don't want it to taint my happiness during this process, because the last thing that we wanted is for things to be stressful. I know stress can't be fully avoided, but I don't want to be upset about any of this because this is a really happy thing. So yeah, any advice, please leave it down below in the comments, and I'm gonna pause this and have a little wipe and a drink and then come back to you guys. I think I'm good. I didn't expect the video to go that way at all, so apologies about that, but we are keeping it real over here. There are a few other little bitty updates that I have for you guys, just because I feel like I may as well finish off the video with them. So the first one is being travelling. I've actually done quite a bit of travelling this year already. You know, I've been to Bratislava, I've been to Budapest at the same time, I've visited Portugal as well, vlog coming soon. And also loads of new places within the UK as well that I've, you know, I've really enjoyed. So I'm so happy about that, because as you know, like, it's something that I'm quite passionate about, travelling. It's a big hobby of mine, something that I really enjoy. Coming up, there are loads of bank holidays in May, which, as someone that works 9 to 5, I actually get to enjoy the bank holidays now, whereas when I worked at the hospital I didn't. Next weekend is actually the coronation bank holiday, and I'm off to Brighton with Charlie to go on a little glamping adventure. I also then tend to have a trip every month up until September, which is amazing. I've got some new countries to tick off. I'm going to Slovenia in June, which I'm really excited about. I'm going there for a whole week. We've got some camping trips and things like that. A lot of UK stuff this year, which is different to previous years. I tend to go abroad on like European city breaks more, but this year I'm really exploring the UK a lot. Another thing that's fast approaching is my birthday, which kind of makes me feel a little bit sick. I hate sitting there and saying that I feel like I'm getting old, because I tend to say that at work, where a lot of people are older than me, and then they're like, shut up. But I do really feel like I'm getting old. In 2 months time my birthday will have been and gone, and I will be 24 years old, which means the next birthday I'll be 25, which I see as, like, you know, in double that I'll be 50. It's always like thinking of the next one, but I don't know, I feel like time is really going on. I don't really have any plans for my birthday at the moment. I don't know if Charlie's planning, you know, something in the works. I usually just leave it up to her to sort things out, but I think this year will definitely be a much quieter one. And I was trying to think, because there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about in this video. What was, that's it. It was my walking challenge and my reading challenge. So if you watched my 2023 goals video, then you'll know that I'm actually doing another walking challenge, and I did this 2 years ago. 2 years ago I did virtual walking challenge of Land's End to John O'Groats, and it really got me out the house. It was amazing for my mental health. It was really good at keeping me busy during COVID lockdowns and, you know, things like that and restrictions. But last year I did absolutely no exercise at all. So this year I managed to rope my friend Jess, as you might have guessed, into doing the walking challenge with me, but instead we're going backwards. So we're going from John O'Groats to Land's End virtually, so we get different postcards and things like that along the way to spur us on and give us motivation. So far it's been going really well. For January, February and March I actually walked 100 miles a month, which is an incredible pace for a slow person like myself. But this month I think by the time I update my miles I'll have done about 70, 75. So regardless, the walking challenge is going well. It means that I am ahead of myself and of where I need to be, so I'm not worried, but it would be nice to pick up the pace a little bit. One massive thing that is motivating me to get out more is listening to audiobooks, because I recently downloaded my local library app where I can get free audiobooks and free ebooks onto my phone, or I imagine if you have a Kindle you might be able to do that as well. And the content on there is just amazing. I've listened to some great audiobooks, and the one I'm listening to at the moment is Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. So this was just a quick note, or quick PSA if you like, that if you haven't signed up to your local library and you enjoy reading, definitely do it, because it's not just physical copies that you can take out anymore. You also have access to great apps and an amazing range of books, you know, online on ebooks and audiobooks. So I thought I would quickly mention that. I'm currently on book number 9 I think, or I've just finished book number 9 of my 2023 reading challenge. So I'm doing really well, because I wanted to read 20 books this year and I felt like that was a little bit of a push for me. Well, it was definitely a push for me. Last year I read 16, but with the audiobooks that I'm including as part of that challenge, it's definitely helping. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm hoping that we get some nicer weather so I can go out on walks, listen to my audiobook and just have an all-around good time. But I have now reached a point where I've finished my chocolate milkshake. I'm absolutely sweating. I feel like you can't even tell how red my face is, but it's really, really warm inside of this car, and there's someone that's just pulled up next to me, which I'm kind of embarrassed to be filming about a little bit. I'm a bit conscious of it, so I think I'm going to make a move. If you've got any questions about anything that I've not answered during this amazingly rambly video, then do leave them down below in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. And like I say, I'm hoping that from now on I'll get back into some sort of routine with my posting, even if it's just once per week rather than twice. That's absolutely fine. I do really hope you can stick around for it. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching, I promise it will only go onwards and upwards from here, so please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below so that you can stick around and join me on my wild adventure of 2023. And other than that, if you've got this far, thank you so much for listening to me ramble on, cry, sweat, and just chat loads of shit basically. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and I look forward to seeing you very soon in the next video. Thank you for watching and goodbye.